Hi Taurus, this is Meg with Padmes. I'm doing your Tarotscope for November. We're calling in your angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anybody else. And I'm asking for your energy in your present time in November. Any kind of information that the Taurus collective needs to know about. This is anyone who has Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in their chart. All right, I'm feeling good about that. Let's see, Taurus, what is going on for you for November 2020? All right, Taurus. And of course, this can be about love or business or relationships in any other way. Let's just see what is coming up. The first thing that I'm noticing is the heart of the situation. And the heart of the situation is talking about, actually, this is talking about work. There's a lot of work going on here. It's like you're working really hard, you're studying really hard or working really hard, you're getting a whole bunch of stuff done, or at least you're trying to, you're planning. Ooh, what wants to happen here? We'll just put that over here. And I'll get back to that. Yeah, okay, actually that goes perfectly because this is like all the stuff that you're having to do right now, all the planning and the work, and it's all worth it. It's all worth it. You have to continue doing exactly what you're doing. You're becoming an expert at whatever it is that you're doing. It's almost like you're working for credentials, but it's like you're juggling a whole bunch of stuff right now. This can be juggling 2 jobs. It can be juggling work and a job. It can be juggling all of the above, but it's going back and forth. It feels, oh, that makes a lot of sense. The big picture is the King of Wands, but reversed. Except actually it's reversed. So this is like, I'm exhausted. So Taurus, if you're exhausted in November because you are doing a ton of stuff, you're not sick, you are exhausted from doing all this stuff. Also happening now and into the near future is the Hermit reversed. So the Hermit's talking about isolating, literally isolating, perhaps because of COVID and all of the stuff that's going on. But also, I feel like this might be you working from home and being isolated, working from home, doing juggling. This is the heart of the situation. So you've got the 8 of Pentacles and you've got the 2 of Pentacles. Let's see, release the idea that you're going on some kind of a new journey right now. A new journey or a new venture or some kind of vacation. It looks like in November, you're going to be busy. Busy at home, busy with work. Busy. Okay, let's see. Coming from a place of, here's the 10 of Swords. So it's like coming from a place of some hard things going on, hard knocks, hard things that you're having to deal with. Let me see, what is it about? And this is some kind of collaboration. It's almost like if somebody left the group or left the business or left the project somehow, and you are basically taking on everybody's stuff, or you've decided to take it on your own because you can do it the way you want to do it. You can do it better the way that you want to, but it has something to do with some kind of collaboration that didn't go the way you wanted it to, and so somebody left, or you're left doing everybody's stuff somehow. But this ends up feeling like this is a good thing. I will say this though, Taurus, your trajectory is the Magician reversed, and so this is kind of about an unideal situation. So I feel like this is, it's exhausting, is what it feels like. It's exhausting to be doing it on your own. So get ready. Get your favorite food. If you're going to be stuck at home doing all this stuff, like get your favorite things and snuggle in and get it done. That's what it looks like. Here's the deal. Because of all of this stuff that's going on in November, you are able to really see these themes and patterns that are no longer serving you, instead of it being some kind of, sometimes when things are stuck in our shadows, we don't necessarily see our patterns that aren't serving us. Well, in this case, it's like I'm seeing the patterns that are not serving, and it could be with you, literally as someone who's collaborating with others or not collaborating with others. Why didn't this work? Or you're able to see why it didn't work, or why it won't work, or why it doesn't work, and you're able to do what you need to do to get what it is that you need to finish this project or finish this work. So also, this is the coming together of, I feel like it's knowledge and knowledge and know-how kind of thing. Like you've experienced this firsthand, you have experience with this, and you're also book smart about it. So it's like you know about it and you've done it before. You have studied it and you have experience with it. And literally that could be book stuff, but it could also be like just life experience with these projects or with this work. And that is coming together. This is the Lover's card, but in this case, I feel like this is all about work. This is about a decision being made, kind of like an executive decision being made. Nobody else is here. I'm going to have to make this decision. I'm going to have to go for it. And it does feel like it's an unideal situation. It's almost like doing this by yourself or needing somebody's help is just, they're not available. You're going to have to do it. And there is resistance to betrayal. So I kind of feel like somebody left you with all this stuff to do. But this Five of Cups that came out earlier is talking about not having any regrets. Like, I have all this stuff to do, but this is going to get me forward in the future. It's going to get me where it is that I need to go. And so you're going to totally be able to benefit from all the things that are happening in November, work-wise. Taking on this project or taking on this thing benefits you greatly. I have resistance to this betrayal. Let me see. What is it that you can do about that? Well, yeah, you can talk to other people about it. It's almost like you can gossip about it, or other people are gossiping about it. This one wants to come out too. But ultimately, this gives you so much inspiration. This lets you see, it helps you see things from a different point of view. It helps you look at your stories and tell your stories differently from what they were before, about this project or about the way you think about yourself in work. And it actually works in your favor so nicely, Taurus. This is also, your advice is literally taking it on your own. So it's like, okay, we used to mirror each other. We used to maybe throw things back and forth about projects, but your advice is saying you don't need that anymore. You have enough information. You know all that you need to know in order to do this successfully. So I like this, Taurus. I like the confidence that comes through because of this. It kind of feels like this situation that's not ideal, but I like the confidence that ends up coming in because you have to deal with this weird situation. Okay. In the past, there was some really nice collaboration going on, and now the advice is you no longer need to collaborate. You can do all of this on your own. And that's the way to go about it. It's like, okay, in present time, like there's going to be a point in November. I feel kind of like at the beginning of November, but some of you, it's going to be the middle. There's this, I'm not ready to do this by myself. I'm not ready to be alone in this. But you totally are. I want to look more at the trajectory. Right. You end up absolutely loving this. This is the Ace of Cups. You end up absolutely loving this and feeling a lot of emotional, like feeling pride about the work that you've been able to create. This just, the only thing that I can say about it is it seems like it could be exhausting. Okay. So Taurus, I want to ask for any more advice. And the advice is talking kind of about what I said earlier. get your stuff that you need. This is the Page of Pentacles. It's like, all right, build up your foundation as much as you can right now. If you're going to be doing this by yourself, or if you're going to be at home working and you're like on your own doing this, then get everything that you need to be prepared. And it might be groceries, but it might also be support from your friends. It might also be like when you're not working on this, you need to have somebody to talk to about whatever else is going on. It's like, just get all of your ducks in a row for your self-care, basically. Get your appointments in line, get your appointments in order, get your ducks in a row in that way. You know, I want to look at Lenormand here and see, I want to look at the big picture first. Here we go. Wow. And the big picture is talking about the lady. Now, on one hand, this can be you. This can be your essence. It can be you intrinsically, you, about you. But actually, I think this is about somebody else. I don't think it's about you. This could be about the person that you're taking on work for. But this is also about being really smart, speaking your truth, saying what it is that you need, and getting those things, being direct and being precise and being clear with your words. Okay, I want to look at your higher self and what your higher self wants to say to you. Your higher self is talking about this being kind of like a gem in the rough, a diamond in the rough. It's like you thought this was going to be a bad situation, but it ends up being an amazing situation. So take that for what it is, hunker down and get her done kind of thing. Because it's like, it feels like you feel like you're not ready yet. I'm not ready. I'm not emotionally ready. I'm not able to do this. But in actuality, this Ace of Wands is like, there's so much inspiration here that comes from you actually kind of seeing what you're worth, or what you're good at, what you're built for, is even what I'm hearing. It's funny. Okay, I'm looking at the trajectory. Well, and the trajectory is talking about some kind of trip. So even though you are sequestered in your home, maybe working from home and isolated somehow, there's going to be some kind of trip that comes up in the trajectory in the future, on the horizon here. This one wants to come out too. And this is talking about something sweet, sweet as a rose. This can be a romantic relationship, but this can also be kind of a, like a present or a gift, or some kind of honor that you're getting because of all of your work that you've been doing. For somebody it's work on self, but I think for most it's work as in work. Okay, your angels and guides, yep, they're talking about commemoration too. I just gave you a medal. So as sweet as a rose, you're going to be honored for all the things that you are doing. I love it, Taurus. I want to pull from the Magpie Oracle and just see if there's anything else in the trajectory for you. First, I want to do near future. Ooh, something fell on the floor. What is it? Oh, you know, this comes out so often. Here is the arrow. It's like Cupid's arrow, but it can also be arrows that you are shooting at your target. And that was for the trajectory. So this is like manifesting. This is finding your path, finding your way, shooting your arrow, hitting your target kind of thing. And then, oh, okay, it's a tiny little kitty cat. I can't even see that. It's a kitty cat, and it was happening now and into the near future, which is the Hermit reversed, which is talking about isolating. And so this little kitty cat is talking about getting all comfortable in your situation, getting all comfortable in your home or in your place, or getting comfortable in this new situation where you're doing things on your own, rather than having a group or a collective working on that for you or with you. So I think this is going to end up really well. I just think there's a lot of stress at the beginning, thinking that you can't handle it or you can't do it, but you totally can, Taurus. You can totally handle it. All right. What else wants to happen? There is something else that wants to happen. I'm going to pull from these kitty cat cards. just get some oracle, your guides and angels, and I feel your guides and angels coming in when we get the oracle going. So what is it the Taurus needs to know for November? Solitude. You've got to be kidding me. Solitude. All right, Taurus. Meet Lily. She sits contently at the center of the sky. Everything is vast, still, and quietly beautiful. The wind might rustle a song out of the leaves, but she is far from human voices and other meows and hisses. Lily contains the sweet, peaceful expanse of solitude. She'll return to the world soon, but for now, let's not disturb her. Find your own space to meet yourself. Perhaps it is in the woods, or perhaps it's on a crowded dance floor with your eyes closed. When you're alone, it's easier to hear your own voice, to discern your longings, and rekindle faith in yourself. That's exactly what all this is happening. Rekindling faith in yourself. There is something about being able to do it on your own and realizing what you're good at. And you have plenty of experience. You have enough experience to do this on your own, Taurus. That's awesome. I love it. Good job. Looking forward to your mid-month readings, Taurus. Let me know how this resonated in the comments below, and I'll talk to you soon.